Man. I look more diesel, and I only been just eating fruit. I ain't even really been working out at all. But I used to hit the gym, man. So hold on, my hair look a little crazy. Really just woke up, man. Yeah, I look like this on the wake up. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, it's your boy Game like Will, man, back with another video. Man, shout out to all the new subscribers, man. But listen, here's the thing. I just had an epiphany, man. This morning, I'm chilling, and it dawned on me, right? Guys don't have a guys are not simps, right? There's no such thing as a simp. There's no such thing as a simp. The problem is a lack of game. You have a lack of game. That's it, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's cut the bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like anybody could be anything on earth, you feel me? Depending on the circumstances, the environment, what's going on. Did like I always say, was your father in the house? Was he not? You know what I'm saying? What type of mom did you have? Was she talking shit to you? Or was she trying to, tell you to read books? Like what type of mom you got? Was she feminine? Was she masculine? That, man, your genetics, right? Your genetics, you know what I'm saying? Your thought processes, you know what I'm saying? I just watched a video of somebody talking about how to become more attractive, right? So like there's routines, your daily routine. Like you feel me? My daily routine is still a little like I love spontaneity. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm addicted to spontaneity. So I still wake up, get on my phone. You feel me? I may not even check no text back from a female. I may not even go on no dating apps. I may just get to, I may have a whole conversation with AI. You feel me? Just talking to AI on some like my thoughts, like how I feel, and then AI just give me feedback back. Oh, you feel like this? That makes sense because dude. I may just talk to AI in the morning for real. Like, but that's way healthier than looking for approval from family or friends. You feel me? I'm just journaling basically, and then I'm healthy because I was just on. I'm fasting and just eating grapes right now. I'm really healthy. Like, you feel me? And it's not nothing that I want to brag about or explain because this is my lifestyle. I don't care to tell people what I do. This is just my channel, and I want to kick the knowledge to y'all and reflect and bounce off that. But at the same time, there's no such thing as a simp because when you get around somebody who's more masculine than you, no matter how many how much females, he may gawk over when nobody's looking, you're not going to see a simp. You're going to see someone masculine. There's a lot of diesel guys and guys in the military and these different positions in this world that got a real fascination with women. And, like I said, depending on how you was raised, that could be a more emotional trigger. Now, yeah, a more alpha man is not going to bend his principles at all. Like, you feel me? Um, I made a video the other day about that, about what I like to call you don't compromise with a woman, you don't bend on your principles with a woman, but you like to I call a gambit is like I said if a girl to an unrealistic date like first date, you may gambit with her when she says, uh, I don't know if I want to do that or something, right? Like it's not really a shit test because like you're inviting a girl that you barely know to your crib. You feel me? She barely trusts you, so you would more so gambit, meaning come up with a baby compromise, which is like, listen, we could do what I said first, and then when we do this, then we could do the other shit, the mainstream shit second. Like maybe go to Texas Roadhouse or do something later, on our path, on our journey. And that's my thesis, right? Because I'm not spending all that money on that I barely know. You feel me? So it's just me, right? And that's what I mean when I say guys are not simps. There's no such thing as a simp. There's really just a lack of game. That's basically what it is. Because you could take a simp and give him the game, and then the simp will literally change his program, which is going to change her program. You get it? Biology. Like, you feel me? You turn a fish into a shark, then it's just a different biology. Like, you feel me? It's just a different outlook. He has a different perspective. And I say that to say, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm watching one of my dating coaches, right? And I always talk about the chessboard analogy. I made that up, you feel me? I call it the chessboard analogy, right? Because chess could be compared to so many, you know what I'm saying? And it could be compared to, I compare it to everything, right? Everything, bro. Like, it's not nothing you can't compare chess to. And it's, it's you against you, bro, first, before you even get out there and talk to a woman. So a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, they're not working on themselves. So they get out in the world and see the baddest chick of the day, not of the year, but of the day. And then they will compromise their boundaries, compromise their standards. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always respected the PUA thing when they be like hands off the merchandise. Cause like she could be a baddie, but like why you touching me? You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm the king. You don't touch the king just because you bad. Like you feel me? That don't make sense. But it's so many little things like that, like little nuanced things that you may see, but you just let like, cause you got to go back to the drawing board. Day or every other day, I go back to the drawing board of like I know this skill or I know this qualify. I know how to qualify a female, right? That don't mean I'm actively doing it. Or so you get better with game the more you add attachments onto. You know what I'm saying? The game, like when I'm playing chess. I'm gonna give you an example. It's moves that I never make, right? Because I'm playing the game, but I may be playing the game from what that part of me that's undeveloped. I may just be um sometimes I play the game with very little thought, is what I'm trying to say. Which could be fun, but I'm not really making any progressive mental, like my mind is not learning anything by just spontaneously doing shit. Same thing with YouTube and same thing with life and same thing with women. If you just text a woman back and you don't never think about what the fuck, like, okay, it's time to qualify her, or okay, it's time to do this move, or okay, I feel like it's time to build comfort, or I feel like it's time to not bend on my principle or some shit. You're not really putting any thought into this shit, and then you wonder why she stopped texting you. Well, she stopped texting you because you didn't position yourself in a way where she could not stop texting you, basically. Like women are creatures of like how can I put it? I said this in another video. Like if you put, they'll find a guy that they think is attractive. So people are creatures of, oh well, this shit, if that makes sense. Like they'll find something, it may not even be anything there. Like if you put people in jail, then they look at it like that. Like with the food, it's like okay, certain food, but if I'm in like steak right now, you feel me? And that's the thing. You know, the game. The game is okay. Look, if you just keep texting women and you don't never think about what you're really saying, you just text back. I do like 50% of the time. I'm just gonna like on some human shit. Well, just I'm just gonna say whatever I want to say back. Conversation. The other 50% of the time, I'm playing chess. I'm about to flirt or I'm about to tease. This. And that 50-50, or oh, you could even do 70-30, because it becomes logic versus intuition. right? So if you follow me and you texting a woman right now, I say do 70% intuition and like yeah, do 70 intuition and do um 30 logic. Meaning 30% of the time you're logically talking to the woman. This is why guys don't got no game. I'm gonna teach you right now. Because you think because you're a man, I gotta stay logical. But women don't talk. They don't choose based off of logic. They choose based off of emotion, meaning that you not telling you to be emotional, but saying that you should try to connect to her on that emotional level. Uh um Meaning making her laugh, making her think, making her have a good time when you talk. Every time y'all talk, she feel like, you feel me, like she floating on a cloud or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that come from not being too logical. Because if you really got game, you understand that okay, I'm logical by nature, but that shit is pretty much useless in this war that I'm fighting with this shit. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty much useless. You feel me? People make decisions based off emotion. You're already a man, so you're already in a good position. You're already winning by nature. You're already the head. You're already logical. You're already the standard. Women naturally follow men, so you don't have to be extra logical. If she don't like you, just get rid of her. Next woman up. That's pretty much all the logic that there is. But if she's giving you any of her time and attention, then obviously she's giving you a chance. That's like someone come. I own a restaurant. Somebody come into the door. They don't need to tell me they like me. They're in the door. Even if your family brought you here or you're here for some other reason, it's still my job to present the best version and market the place the best way, right? With good service, right? Know what I'm saying? Good food, right? That's the product, right? The sex, the kissing, the touching, right? I tell you how to be persistent. You know what I'm saying? Women gonna already know what type of lover you are based off that. They don't even need to be in your hands. They just need to be texting you and see that you don't text back fast. I lose women all the time by not texting back fast enough. But I know my weaknesses, you feel me? But it's not really a weakness, it's really a strength because I'm probably trying to make $1 million, but every woman not gonna even every woman can't go with you on that journey. And just think mathematically real quick. See, this is where the logic come in. There's no excuses in the game. However, nature is such that everybody don't deserve the best version of you because they're not the best version of them. So what one man think is rejection, another man sees it as protection. I see it as protection. There's so many women who don't deserve you, even as you are today, and they damn sure don't deserve you who you're gonna be, right? Because you don't deserve the girls. That's why you're here talking to her because you don't deserve the girls who are already on a yacht right now or already doing some high level shit. So if you really look at the graph from a third eye perspective, you can see like, damn, I'm just wasting time talking to Shorty anyway. So when she cut you off, it's like, okay, dude, we just fell out. It didn't even like she cut me off. We just wasn't. I'm going this way regardless, right? I know which way I'm going. A lot of women they don't know which way they going, so it's just like, oh well. And a lot of these women will keep watching your stories on Instagram. They will keep watching your shit. You'll notice too, because I unfollow a lot of women. As soon as we don't work, I just unfollow you. But I notice when I make a story that they still look at the story. Now that could just be their nosy ass nature and their curiosity too. But who cares? I don't care. I'm still talking to the next female. I'm off to the next. Hold any. It doesn't make a dent at all in my life. Whether you, I'm building every day, all the time. So it doesn't. I don't fail. I don't lose. On my health than to be hanging with you anyway. Right? I offer a female on a grape date or a fruit date. She said she don't want to eat fruit with me. Cool. More fruit for me. You see I'm looking ripped today. You know what I'm saying? When you eat more fruit, you start looking ripped, right? You never get fat fruit or fruit diet. you really become more ripped for real, and you can see it. This shit gonna come out like this, but I'm looking at my stuff. You you really didn't when you was hitting the gym. You know, I started eating a little bullshit, and they started looking like I was skinny again. Saying that food to keep you malnutritious if you eating just anything out the fridge, cookies and Slim Jims and just dumb shit. But then when you get back on that fruit diet, your muscles they never went nowhere. They just hiding under that bullshit. But yeah, nah. Every day, 24 hours. Like I said, 4 seasons a month. We go hard. We do what we gotta do, and that's the thing about being not only a man but just a survivor. You feel me? Just think about any animal in nature. Like the whole goal is to longevity and strength and power and shit like that. And if life is chess, that's what we aiming for. We not aiming to please a female. You know, it's this 8 billion people on the planet. It's too many females to please them all. I just can't do it. You feel me? And I don't really. That's like the least of my concerns. You feel me? Like self-respect it sometimes mean that you got to go without approval, like a lot, actually, all the time, basically. And that's basically what type of time I'm on. You feel me? It's like I don't see hate. You feel me? I don't see that shit. I don't really care what if a woman like me or not. And again, I really have the mindset like if you don't like me, it's probably something I did wrong and or right. Like there's not a wrong or right. It's more so something you perceive or see or feel doesn't allow. But that's cool. Women are malleable creatures. Like you could just see the same in school. I used to see wasn't feeling me, and then I see them again in the hallway feeling me, and then like they just change. They're not like us. We just think one way. You feel me? And the ones who don't think one way end up getting fucked over anyway in life. So as a guy, it's our job to just have one thought, one mind, and see things one way. Like religion, right? Like we should have these type of standards and laws for ourselves and principles. And that's the thing, is like too many guys are bred to be weak, to break under pressure. You feel me? And that's not what we doing on this channel. You feel me? That's not what I'm aiming for. You feel me? And that's what really make you a sex symbol in reality anyway. Like true masculinity is honestly just sticking to the code. You feel me? Not too much. It's when something is tempting you to do something, like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, like, just cause I'm a guy, so I'm just gonna fight it just off a general principle. Like, that's when you don't really need too big of a reason to stick to your ethics, to stick to your morals. You just need to just do it and let the chips fall where they may after that. Because again, people gonna fall out. You gotta be like a tree. The leaves that's gonna fall out, them bitches is weak. If they were strong, they would still be on the branch. I'm not I'm not I'm not changing from a tree into a fucking bush just because you want to stick on because I want to be near you or some shit. No, 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 no. You're not that special. You feel me? I'm sorry, but you're just not. You never really was, but you feel me? I might have made you think or feel. I must have did something. That's what I'm talking about. I must have did something that made you think you could fuck with me. But guess what? See, I always say this, bro. People are delusional. You put two people in the same room with each other, those two people naturally. That's why I say people are creatures of they make something out of nothing. Those two people will naturally think they belong together, or they will think that they're on the same level. Whether that's through an argument or whether that's through positive reinforcement, right? But that don't mean y'all on the same level. That just mean y'all in the same neighborhood or same place at that moment in time on Earth. And like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like that's like if I'm hanging with King Tut or some shit every day. I'm gonna start thinking like, it's some comparisons between us. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. But it's only when you see why he's King Tut that you start to realize like, damn, I can't fuck with bro. Like he really on some king shit right now. And it's people they forget that, y'all are not the same. You feel me? And that's why I always respected the person in middle school that would always spaz on people. Cause they had to tell people or check them like, yo, we not the same. You feel me? Even though I fuck with you, like I had, you gotta let people know. And it's not, and people will hate okay because remember they're not you. So it's like it's just crazy. It's a psychological thing. We are all not the same. People are not the same. You feel me? And I think that's why the world, because people think we're the same. You feel me? And it sets you up to, you know, food in this shit. But man, look, I'm gonna make another video later. Fuck with this shit or not, but my thoughts this morning. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a simp. It just you feel me? Makes you a simp, but you can all take a page out of a book, and people will never see. You feel me? Because people are, like I said, they're creatures of the present times. Like what they see right now, they believe. Like if they used to bully you, but now you're mad diesel, they might still think about bullying you, but they're not gonna do it because they don't want to get their ass beat. So it's like change is all encompassing. Change is just change. Change changes things, bro. And that's one thing guys gotta realize, bro. We always growing, bro. We never stop growing. People 50 years old still growing right now. So change is always happening. And even when you die, you probably just transitioning. You might not dead, like some dead end type shit. But that's another topic for another day, man. That's another. I'm sweating under my arms and shit. Yeah, good smell. Man, listen. See y'all in the next video. I'm out, man. See y'all.